Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at the brand new DeathLeaper. This video is sponsored by CMO Games. More on that later. Celebrate 500,000 Instagram followers with the Tyranid DeathLeaper. The official Warhammer Instagram account hit a very special milestone today, 500,000 followers, and not a moment too soon. With 500,000 pairs of eyes watching our perimeter, we've finally been able to spot a certain sneaky silhouette lurking at the edge of our vision. That seems familiar. Alright, so right off the bat, this thing is absolutely amazing. So if you're not familiar with the DeathLeaper, we essentially have the Lictor, which is sort of like your regular rogue, kind of like assassin for the Tyranids. We recently saw the creation and release of the Van Richten's Leapers, which are essentially like a squad of them, a little less potent, but they travel in packs. And now this is basically the sort of a special character of Lictors. So this is the solo lone Tyranid operative assassin that strikes from the shadows, but the character version of one. DeathLeaper has always been really cool. I have a conversion that I made myself a while back that is absolutely awesome, and to tell you the truth, this thing just blows it away. Not only was the old Lictor and also the DeathLeaper only available in metal or resin, and this is plastic, the actual sculpt on this thing is phenomenal. I love what's going on, and we'll take some closer looks at, I'm sure there's other pictures. I love what's going on with the kind of like fleshy kind of cape thing that it's wearing. And I really like the direction that they kind of took the head in. It sort of resembles like some of the newer stuff from the Leviathan kit. So very, very cool. Absolutely beautiful model, and this thing looks to be huge. So let's take a further look. Behold, DeathLeaper. What poise, what grace. What tentacles. This majestic specimen is the advanced Lictor bioform you know and love, upgraded for a new edition as an epic hero, dedicated to the art of stabbing anything wandering into the shadows. DeathLeaper is the High Fleet's paramount terror weapon and legend of lurking, inescapable dread the galaxy over. DeathLeaper's new miniature is quite possibly the most stylish Tyranid ever to creep from the spawning pools. We're not sure why the hive mind gave it a dashing biological tailcoat. Perhaps a Magos biologist can supply some helpful technobabble about thermal regulation or sonic muffling, but we're not complaining. And if we were, we certainly wouldn't do it to its face. So that is pretty cool. So they have made this the epic hero. And just to kind of put things in perspective, we know that the Primarchs we've seen so far are epic heroes. So he has gotten a big upgrade. Very, very cool. The original DeathLeaper appeared during the Fall of Medusa 5 campaign in the Halcyon days of 2006. After planet-wide reports of murderous ghosts revealed the new Lictor bioform in all its horror. After a tendril of High Fleet Leviathan picked the original up and absorbed its genetic material, new DeathLeapers began to sow themselves wherever the hive mind needed to sow pure, absolute terror. Alright, so we got a couple more pictures here. So just starting with the first one there. Again, I really like how they did the kind of crest around its head. It really like frames it out. I love the tentacles and the little variations in it. Really like the claws too. It's kind of got like a little bit more of the Broodlord looking claws for its lower hands, with like the extended kind of like pointer fingers. And then obviously it has the really cool like DeathLeaper Lictor like giant claws that it stabs into the enemies. They did a really good job between the actual like chitin hide and like the fleshy parts. And then I really do like the kind of like lab coat thing that it's got going on. I love how the tentacles are like part of it, and it's actually like a flesh coat. It's not like clothing. I really got to say, it's absolutely awesome. The base is pretty cool too. Like always, I'll probably take it off that and put it on my own base. It does give it a little extra elevation, which is also very intimidating. But definitely a massive fan of this. And it does have its like regular tail as part of the little like flesh coat, but then it looks like it kind of has like another like tail coming out of the top of its head there. I don't know, it's kind of a weird angle, but this is definitely like a big tail looking thing. So yeah, very cool. Absolutely awesome. This is great. So the DeathLeaper is awesome, and there have been a couple of kind of like Tyranid legend creatures over the years. The DeathLeaper has always been one, and then of course we have like Old One Eye, we have the Red Terror, the Parasite of Mortrex, and we can't forget the Swarmlord. But all of those have kind of like been rolled in and made like a little more common, as where the DeathLeaper has kind of been like pulled out and made a little more elite. So I do like that. Hopefully we'll see a resurgence of the Red Terror as well. That would be absolutely awesome. But definitely a massive fan of this and what's potentially to come. I mean, the Tyranids range was always pretty cool, but was definitely getting pretty outdated. And the stuff we've seen so far between the new Leviathan kit and now the DeathLeaper, I mean, absolutely amazing. And you know, this is an argument that I've always made. I don't mind paying a little bit more money for new sculpts and new refresh models and new lore and new rules and all that stuff. I'm okay with that. I understand things get more expensive and you get what you pay for. This is absolutely amazing. So if Games Workshop is going to keep putting out these awesome revisions of old models and just taking everything to the next level, I'm all for it. Obviously, I would rather everything be less expensive. But in the end, if I have to choose between the old metal or resin version of the DeathLeaper or this guy, I'm glad to pay extra money for this guy. I mean, the truth is, for me, it's more about the actual models and the painting and all that stuff. I love the gaming and everything like that. But if I'm going to dedicate a bunch of time working on a model, painting a model, I want to paint the most awesome model there is. And this is the most awesome DeathLeaper we have ever seen, by far. So very, very cool. Congratulations. Games Workshop is just knocking it out of the park so far. Absolutely love this guy. Now a quick message from today's sponsor. CMO Games has been selling Games Workshop products online for over 20 years. They carry the full line of Games Workshop products, including Warhammer 40,000, Age of Sigmar, Necromunda, Blood Bowl, paint tools, and more. Almost all Games Workshop products are priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games takes pre-orders for most Games Workshop products released at their earliest date possible. 12:01 a.m. on Saturday, they go live. Most of these pre-order products are also priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games offer free shipping in the US 48 with an order of $50 or more. Their customer service is top-notch and they ship most orders within 24 hours. Visit CMOGames.com using the affiliate link in the description and let them know that you heard about CMO Games from Warhammer Man. Now back to the video. And this is what we really needed too, is a comparison. So side by side, obviously the base is massive and there is a bunch of textured made base. So if you took that away and put him back down on the ground, the base is a lot bigger width-wise. But without all the extra stuff he's standing on, the model is actually around the same size. And you can just see how derpy and non-dynamic the old model was. You can't even tell what's going on with his face. It's just a jumbled blur. And then we see this new one, and you could look at it all day and be picking out new details you haven't noticed before. Beautiful model. We know what you're thinking. This monstrous assassin would look fantastic next to a pack of Von Ryan's Leapers from the Warhammer 40,000 Leviathan box. You're absolutely right. But they won't be the only vanguard organisms joining the hive mind ranks for the next tyrannic war. Even more are coming, and they're coming soon. And to celebrate congregation of so much biomass, there's further treat. Anyone who follows the Warhammer official Instagram account and leaves a comment on the giveaway post will have a chance to win a Tyrannic DeathLeaper when it's officially released. The competition will open for 7 days, and the terms and conditions apply. And who knows, we might have something even cooler to reveal in the next milestone. And there is a note at the bottom that says, which means you can only take one, albeit with plenty of lictor backup. So yeah, very, very cool. Absolute home run. This model is beautiful. I will be 100% picking this up. Let me know if you are as excited about this as I am. And I know this is all about Games Workshop subscribers on Instagram, but if you're watching this YouTube video and you haven't subscribed yet, now is the best time ever, because Games Workshop might be giving away one DeathLeaper to one lucky person around the world, but we're going to be giving away way more than that to celebrate 10,000 subscribers, 10th edition, and just give back to the community. So let me know if you're excited to be picking this guy up. Absolutely beautiful model. I will definitely be adding this to my tyrannic force. And realistically, it sounds like he's basically going to be leading the tyrannic force. So very, very cool. Special thanks to CMO Games for sponsoring the video. Check them out to save 15% on Games Workshop products. That's it for today. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and what's that behind you? And I'm out of here.